It's something special to see the males, the cubs, and the mothers all together.
There are predators all around us. Yeah, this is no joke.
Shoot it to put it down. Do not shoot it to injure it.
Yep, squeeze. Yeah. Very good. Yeah. Ra.
How do you do that with your tongue?
It's not easy to chase away a lion when he's sleeping, so those are the kind of things that we see sometimes here when we're in the bush.
I'm coming back to see you.
Please come back, man. Come back. Bring more people.
There is so much beauty in this world, around the corner and across the oceans.
Oh, wow.
And to me, there's nothing better than finding and sharing those moments.
You're so awesome. Thank you, my dear.
My name is Ravi Singh. I was born in India, grew up in America. My parents were Narendra and Lakshmi, and they raised me to appreciate every corner of this earth. You'll find me with a camera at my side, capturing those special images, those little moments that remind us of the commonalities we all share.
My Bushmen.
So come on, jump in. It's time for a road trip with Ravi. Botswana is one of the most beautiful nations on earth. A country of just over 2.3 million people, it's also one of the most sparsely populated countries in the world. And it was one of the world's poorest, with a GDP per capita of about $70 per year in the late 1960s. But since it has transformed itself into one of the world's fastest growing economies, how did they do that? You're looking at one of the ways. They protected one of their greatest natural resources, wildlife.
Thank you. Which side?
This is the wilderness. This is wild Africa. You're not guaranteed anything, but having somebody like Thuso with his wisdom and knowledge, he makes it easier for you to connect with this place. Here's the male. Male at 2 o'clock.
The mother is here.
Right there.
The cub
There's
is
the
there.
cub straight ahead. Next to a mom and 4 cubs.
To see mother lions with cubs like this is something that happens occasionally, not very often. Looking at the fact that they don't have babies many times, it takes them a while before they can have babies or cubs. So seeing cubs, small cubs like this is something that we consider very special. Most of our guests, they come here for a couple of days. So if you're here for 3 nights or 2 nights and you happen to see this, consider yourself lucky.
That moment with the 2 lionesses and their 6, count that, 6 cubs had to be one of the most moving moments of my life. To hear them purring and playing, jumping on top of one another, moms licking them, knocking them over backwards.
You don't normally see males spending much time with the females. To see them all together as a family, it's also another thing, It's not common. It's something special to see the males, the cubs, and the mothers all together.
And the mothers When the cubs are this young, they don't mind the father being so close?
Not at all. They know that is their father, and they're happy to have the father around.
Do you ever get bored of something like this place?
I started this as a young man. Right now, where I am at my age, I'm still doing it. I'm still loving it. It's the passion of nature, passion of animals. That is what keeps me going. And then the people. The whole world comes to me. So I meet different people every day. All these animals, what they need is respect. Respect them, they'll respect you back. The amount of respect that you give to them, you'll receive the same. So I will never do anything that will put your life in danger.
There's no guarantees. You can't just say, hey, Thuso, I want to see a lion today. He's not going to just snap his fingers and the lion appears. But he's going to do his best to take you where you have the best opportunity to see that. You can't do this on your own.
With the two cubs, I can tell that she is not as comfortable as the mother with the four. I've picked that up already. So when I approach her, I will know, okay, I'll have to give her space. She's not that comfortable. She's okay, but she's not that comfortable. The other mother, on the other hand, she's totally relaxed. She doesn't care. She's fine. The first thing that she will do, if she's not comfortable, she'll walk away. Second thing that she can do, she can just give us just one growl or warning, like, oh. At that point, I stop. Like, if she's saying, she's telling me that where you are is where I want you. And I will stop. I wouldn't even dare try to move another inch. But she will not charge at the car. She can only charge at the car when she felt cornered, compromised. That's when she can charge at the car. I know when they are not happy, I know I'll just unlike.
We were wondering about this on the plane yesterday. So when a plane is coming in and there's animals on the roadway.
That's in the runway like that.
Yeah, so how does it...
Okay, so you might be wondering whose voice that is off camera. There was one other person with me on this trip. He was running the cameras for all the video and interviews. He sat right in front of me in the safari Jeep. Everybody, I'd like you to meet Will Frampton. You might hear his voice here and there throughout the show.
Yeah, and Ravi, I'm surprised everybody couldn't hear my terrified breathing sounds through the camera during that scene with the lions. My gosh, they were right there in front of us. I am so glad we had Thuso there with us. We were really in great hands with him.
Yeah, nothing phases him. Thuso has seen it all, including some really wacky stuff on these airstrips that are out in the bush.
When a plane is coming in and there's animals on the roadway.
That's in the runway like that.
Yeah, so how does this work? What's the protocol?
Okay, the protocol is that we'll always know what time the plane is landing. We come here 30 minutes prior or before the plane lands so that we clear animals on the runway. Like there's some wildebeest right here. We just saw some giraffes earlier. So what we try to do is we try to make sure that the runway is clear or safe for the plane to land. But sometimes when you want or you chase them, they'll just run in circles, running around and around. You know, you'll be running behind them trying to chase them. But at the end, if the plane is landing, then we have to alert the pilot. It's either you flash the light or you wave your hands so that to avoid landing.
And then just loop back around.
Loop, yeah.
That's got to be a funny scene to just see a bunch of wildebeest and somebody chasing behind them like, come on, shoot.
Yeah, if the plane hits the animals, even a small antelope like this, that's the end of the plane.
Oh, yeah.
It will never move again.
So is there a time limit as to when the last flight can land?
Oh yes, because we don't have lights here on the runway, the last plane to land here can be, the cutoff time is 5 in the evening. So what they do is just they'll lock up their plane, leave it here, we'll drive with them back. And yeah, it's you know, you never know what can happen. We have seen it happening here many times where They come back in the morning, you find that the tires have been chewed up by hyenas. And there's been some instances or cases where we come here, we try to get to the plane and we find a pride of lions sleeping under the plane because they use the wings, the shade of the wings, and then sleep there. So we have to wait for the lions because it's not easy to chase away a lion when he's sleeping. So those are the kind of things that we see sometimes here when we're in the bush. So we've seen it all, you know. It's just a crazy.
You calling your boss, I can't get back. The hyenas, they ate the tires. Only in Africa.
Traveling through the bush in the Jeep with Thuso is an experience you never forget. Just incredible. But now, we leave the vehicle behind and enter the wilderness on foot. Walking the land the same way the natives have for thousands of years.
We always keeping this.
Tase and Tabu are natives. They've agreed to take us along and teach us the ways of the Bushmen.
This is our Bushman ancestral land. We are adapted to this dry environment. Yeah. We know the behaviors of all the antelopes and predators around the area. The main source of water during the dry months of the year. Wow. This is what will be always keeping all the antelopes and the Bushmen to survive. I'm going to peel this up and any Bushman life, always patience and hard work. Make a ball and sticking out your thumb and your head back so that the water can follow your thumb, dripping on your mouth.
Oh, look at that. Wow, that's a lot.
Very sweet.
They use just what they need. They know exactly what to use. These people are in such a symbiotic relationship with their environment.
Make a ball.
Oh, look, already so much water.
Always sticking up your thumb and your head back.
Turn the camera around.
Sticking out your thumb and your head back.
Head back. Yeah, squeeze. Yeah. Very good. Yeah.
And it started dripping like a tonic flavored water into my mouth. And it instantly quenched my thirst.
We can survive now.
Oh, wow.
Just have
Lot of moisture.
Lots
Even
of.
the texture, you can feel that this one is
If you
very
just drink
nice.
this, more energy, more appetite.
Ah, good to the last drop.
A Bushman gin and tonic. Yeah. You can see the berries. The Bushman always enjoys the berries during the rainy seasons. Yeah, this one, the black, this black.
Oh, the black here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They know the purpose of every bush, of every tree. They get the medicines they need right from the plants all around them. You name it, they have a plant that helps heal it.
These berries, they have their own sugar and the yeast that will ferment up to a beer status. After 24 hours time, the Bushman will have his beer to enjoy.
Fermenting your own beer in the bush.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
that gives a whole new meaning to bush beer.
This caterpillar will drop off to the surface and it will bury itself half of a meter. Deep down there, this caterpillar will pupate into a cocoon, and that cocoon is the one that the Bushman is always looking for.
Not the caterpillar, but the cocoon.
Cocoon.
Ah.
Yeah. That one is the poison that the Bushman is looking for. You can see how this caterpillar, how this caterpillar has been penetrating.
Huh.
So due to a one slug, if the Bushman find his caterpillar, you need to be against the wind and firstly You check the direction of the wind, where it is blowing, and you need to be against it.
Okay.
So that you cannot inhale this, or this contacts your eyes, easily blinds you.
Blinds you?
Yeah, blinds you. It is very deadly. And this poison.
Okay, time out. I knew we were going to be around lions, but nobody said anything about deadly poison or being blinded.
What were you worried about? I was the one who was standing next to him.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But maybe you'll excuse me though for being a little unsteady with the camera here. I was just a little bit on edge.
If you have applied it on your poison arrow shaft, this will last for some years.
They can find whatever they need to survive.
And we mix it with the tree gum from these big trees, so that it becomes very sticky. And we always, this will be our poison arrow. This is the normal size of our poison arrow.
Oh, okay.
So we always roll the tendon on our shaft of our poison arrow. The purpose of this tendon here is to help to grab the poison tight. So you will be always applying it on the shaft of our poison arrow, not
on the tip.
Yeah, not in the sharp tip of
Okay.
the poison arrow. That is not a good thing to do. If you cut yourself very deadly, you collapse in a minute, and only the vultures will land on top of you here.
Wow.
So always to transport the poison. In Bushman life, we always let it run away. We don't chase it up.
It's a beautiful way they live their lives. They've been doing it for thousands of years. Once they took us through the bush, they showed us this small village that they had constructed to give us an idea of what their homes look like back in the real villages where they live. They showed us how to make fire. Oh, From the time he started to the time we had fire, it was less than 2 minutes. You've shared your culture with us. There's nothing greater than that. Thank you for that. These are my boys. These are my boys. My Bushmen.
Welcome.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. How do you say thank you in your language? Thank tara. Thank vara. Ra.
Yeah.
Ra. How do you do that with your tongue? That's okay. I'm just gonna let. We got it. We got it on film. I'll learn. The Bushmen were so wonderful, and I hope to go back and actually live among them for a month on my next trip. So you sleep like this way, and then the children in the center.
Yeah.
Wow. You may have also noticed our guide Thuso was always nearby with what he calls a walking stick. But look closely, it's not a stick at all. It's a rifle. It's a very, very powerful rifle. Seeing him take that out of the Jeep, it kind of hit home. Like, yeah, this is no joke. There are predators all around us.
This is Magnum H&H. This is the rifle that we use when we do walking safaris. I'll just lay out the rules, how we're going to operate, because I lead the walk, I go in front, we walk in a single file. And I'll promise everyone that I'll keep them safe as long as they follow my rules or what I tell them to do. Just to handle this thing, you have to go through training. So there are different targets that you're going to shoot with different distance, and you need to approach about 3 to 4 PDAs. PDA meaning potentially dangerous animals. Most people call it Big Five: lion, leopard, elephant, buffalo, and rhino. You also have to approach in a safe manner. Approaching, I mean that you can get closer to them without them noticing that you are there,
and being able to retreat or leave without them noticing that you're there. If something comes and an animal comes, what you do is, yes, you get yourself ready, hold your rifle to the stance where you want to hold it, but at the same time communicating with your people behind you, which are your guests. Stay behind me, don't run. If it happens that you need to shoot, just make sure that you shoot the animal not to injure it. Shoot it to put it down. Do not shoot it to injure it. Never fire a warning shot, because you never know with the warning shot that animal will do.
So he has to make that decision in a split second to either freeze and let it walk away, or he has to protect me being a tourist, and he has to make the decision to put the animal down right then and there.
This is the real wilderness. This is not some kind of a zoo, and real things happen around here. The moment you see me walking out with this, then you know that it's serious. I cannot carry this when it's not serious.
What an incredible day. But after being on foot and on guard that whole time in the bush, it's great to find a spot where we can relax and just enjoy the beauty. Thuso has taken us to a special place just for that.
All right, cool, man.
Oh, look at all the animals.
Oh, yeah. We are getting into the bunker. This is the place where we can actually come closer to the animals, seeing them drinking. There's a water hole right in front of the bunker. And the whole idea is to try to get close and see this animal from eye to eye, you know.
Yeah, no, welcome to the bunker. In here we try to be as quiet as we can be so that we don't scare them. This place is amazing because it gets you closer to the animals. You are on the same level or same eye level with the animals. You feel the sense of being closer to nature without interfering with it.
We would never have this opportunity in the Jeep.
No.
This is a whole special kind of feeling.
Different, yeah, this one is at a different level, you know.
Yeah. I feel relaxed here. It's like quiet.
Yeah.
They don't see us, or even if they do, they don't mind.
Ravi, I was sitting right there next to you, and I was totally relaxed as well. I could have taken a nap in that bunker.
Yeah, but just as we were getting comfortable, Thuso shared a story with us that made us sit right back up straight again.
Yeah, suffice it to say, leopards have great eyesight. And one time, well,
He came walking closer and closer up until here, and he was about to put his head, and he was like, "Ah!" Then he jumped off, and then he kind of ran away, but he was not really running. He just moved away. And the guest was like, "No, don't worry, just relax." Yeah, but it was exciting. Yeah, even for me, it was like, but yeah.
That's it. Stay there. Keep looking. This is such an incredible feeling. A baby kudu was just getting milk from its mother. They're so beautiful.
This bunker is something that it shows you, I mean, it gives you that type of a feeling.
That's what makes it so special for me, is not just seeing this amazing stuff, but it's your company.
People, yeah, thank you.
Being able to spend this time with you,
Thank
you're like a brother to me now.
Thanks, man.
The best thing about traveling has always been the people you meet. Seeing the animals, seeing nature, it exhilarates you, it reconnects you. But it's the people. Our guide Thuso, he's going to be a brother to me for the rest of my life. Coming back to see you.
Please come back, man. Come back. Bring more people.
I hugged him, I felt his heartbeat. That is what you get when you come to these places. To get some experience that he can give us, the gift he has, the knowledge he has. Changed my life. I see the world in a different way today than I did yesterday. And it's all thanks to him, Thuso.